hot in here.
Blast.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Well, first of all, Idris, you need to like sit up or something, because if you're gonna like
He
be,
just looks little, that's all.
you know, but I'm like, you're the one, you want it to be all like, I want to be on TV and blah blah blah. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So let's go over here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hold on. I feel like I need to. All right.
This is where I tell people my name is not Pam.
Yeah. My mom's name is Paula. It's not Pam. I know why y'all keep saying that though, but I think it's because it's Paula Madison is her
and it looks
Instagram.
Like Pam Madison. Pam Madison.
Yeah, they're like, they're like, happy birthday, Pamela. I'm like, first of all, that wasn't a birthday post. Oh, look, we have a banner.
Oh,
nice.
And I have a fist.
Yes, nice. Hi, Alicia. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we tried to actually do it on. We tried to do this on Instagram to have you guys join in, but it was acting stupid. So whatever. You just basically, if you have any questions or comments, then just type them, and we'll try to answer them. So anyway, hi. All right, let me look up what we could talk about.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm freezing now.
Oh, Idris. You know what? I'll do it because the last time Idris turned off the AC, he put it down to 50 degrees.
Okay.
We were dying in here. Okay, go. Just say something.
Say something.
Idris, did you do all this to the rug? God. I mean, but Idris.
Could you just fix the air conditioning and come back?
Fix the rug, please? Because
So we're here and we're having 3 generations of multiple conversations. I do like that whole frame that says vote, 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 vote. I heard from your mom that when you were 6 years old, you told her you needed to go vote? 5. And what election was that for? President?
Second term Obama.
Oh, second term Obama. Okay. I was very thrilled when he was a little kid, when we were having, Obama was finishing his second term. And Idris asked me, Grandma, can white people be president? I was like, wow, what? Oh my God. I was amazed and thrilled because they actually were little beings walking the planet for whom the only president they'd ever known was a black man.
Oh my
I
God.
was very excited.
Okay, hi. Okay. So let's talk about something different.
Lovecraft Country was pretty cool.
Lovecraft Country was actually really cool. I was on a podcast called Black Girl Watching. Hi, Brittany and Danielle. And it was nice because it's out on pretty much all podcasting platforms. It's on Spotify, and the episode that I was on debuted this morning, and I believe so, or last night. But in any case, it was actually really nice too because I love Lovecraft Country, and I was able to watch yesterday's episode 2 days early. It was actually really nice too because I love Lovecraft Country.
I had it on mute and then it doesn't.
Anyway, that being said, I had a really good time with that. I really love Lovecraft Country. Do any of you all like Lovecraft Country? Do any of you all love Lovecraft Country? I really do. I love Lovecraft Country.
I watch it, but it's scary.
It's really good.
It's scary.
It is scary.
Episode 3 gave me a nightmare.
That's why I said it's scary.
It's not
The
scary.
ghost spooked me.
But it is nice to see what I was saying this on the podcast. It's nice to see after just the general fact that when it comes to Black pain and suffering in cinema, in media, it's definitely a ploy. Like it's something that is used over and over again. But the best part about Lovecraft Country is that the people who are doing the terrible things, the Black folks, which are like, white people.
Everybody.
Well, yeah, they get their comeuppance really quick. So it's really satisfying.
What about the guy's dad who didn't get the switch?
Okay, but we're not going to spoil the whole show for everybody who hasn't seen it.
That was
That was when?
That was in the latest episode when he got.
Yeah, the latest episode, Idris. Some people may not have seen it. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So let's see. Yeah, it's really good, really good. So I don't know. The Lakers won the finals.
Championship.
I didn't. So it's done.
It's over.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't know why people use that opportunity to actually destroy downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah, but they didn't destroy anything, did they?
I use the word destroy. They broke into
yesterday.
Late last night when
Oh.
they won, they broke into all kinds of stores in downtown Los Angeles. You could see them. There were people looting.
Mhm.
They set a bus on fire. I mean, I don't, I don't know.
I don't care for basketball.
I mean, I like basketball,
basketball.
but I mean, honestly, I've been kind of busy with a bunch of stuff, and like, how long was the season? Like 2 months? It was really quick. I feel like.
I think I could be wrong, but I think they said it was a 4-month season. It was the longest NBA season ever.
Well, I was wrong. Okay.
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 And they were all in the bubble
At Disney World or something.
Mm-hmm. What I found fascinating was my husband and I watched this story about how they make the crowd sounds and how they respond appropriately. So there are these guys sitting in the control room
Making sounds?
who are mixing. No, the sounds are already recorded, but they're mixing so clearly the sounds will be different if you're the home team, even though everybody's playing at Disney World. Somebody is designated a home team, somebody's designated away. It cycles through. But when you're the home team, right, then the crowd will be defense.
Right.
Defense.
So you're saying that the players need that for morale?
Well,
or they're just used to it?
I think everybody's used to it. It made watching the games actually.
Okay, so meaning that the players can hear this in the actual. Oh, okay. I mean, that's nice.
Ambient sound, just like they're in an arena.
Oh, and they just have the.
It's like cardboard cutouts and with sound, and it's sad.
I mean, that's kind of cool though. I mean,
if it's cardboard cutouts and sad, then when you play video games, whether it's car racing or
shooting people,
and you hear people screaming and whatever,
right?
It's special effects.
Not really, because all the time my friends are just yelling at me to do this or do that.
Yeah, we're talking about in the game.
In the game,
yeah. So
I found it fascinating. It would be like creating a soundtrack for a movie, but this is live. It's live action, and somebody is controlling the sound for this team, and somebody's controlling the sound for that team.
That's kind of cool, though.
And then so that if someone has missed a foul shot, right? They're at the line, they miss a foul shot. If there's booing, who do you think is the home team?
Whoever.
If the crowd is booing.
If the crowd is booing, the home team are the players on the side.
Well, yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, I can't describe basketball. Sorry.
They have
the side.
Booing going on if the other team is shooting, right?
Yes.
And if they miss it, then everybody's cheering, yay! But if the home team misses the shot, everybody's like, oh.
Okay, can I say something? Hi, Green Eye 352. Thank you for liking my lack of hair. Let me share something with you guys, which I thought was like funny to me. It was so funny. So somebody left this comment today. Oh, I can't find it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. No. It was just like people just say things that is rude, but I really didn't take offense to it because it just made me laugh. So this person said, this is Ms. AJ Babe on Instagram. So shouts out to you if you are watching this. You seem to be a pretty level-headed lady. You are a doctor. Can you put a wig on? Not that you're going to look any better, just to see though. Which I thought was so hilarious. Like, I just want to see it. I mean, and I feel you, but you know what you could do? Yes, Wanda, the one about wearing a wig. Well, you know what you could do? You could, what's that app that people are using and they're putting like other people's faces, like your face on other people's faces?
That sounds scary.
Aisha, that thing.
Aisha that's obsessed with. You could do that. Like you could, then you can see what I look like with hair, but
you could stop being so concerned about her lack of hair.
You look like the Fresh Prince.
Reface. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. All I'll say is I'm sure at some point I have said or thought the same thing about someone. So I think it's funny. Whatever. Anyway, let's see.
I had somebody request to be my friend on Instagram like last week.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is sometimes you just approve and you don't really look.
Why?
I looked, and this young woman, I guess she was wearing a thong.
What's a thong?
But what was all
it's
up in the camera
with the string up the butt,
and all your butt cheeks are hanging out. And I didn't approve her.
You know?
Yeah, I mean.
Whenever someone follows
so there's someone who follows me, and I have different accounts. One's private and one's public. So on the public one, pretty much anyone can follow me. So I went to this one person's Instagram page, and this person was driving. And apparently, he was very.
Is this G-rated?
No, I'm going to say it in a G-rated way. This person was, let's say, his nether regions were, there were things happening, and I was like, okay, no. So I mean, y'all be wild on Instagram, but I mean, I get it because you get to kind of create your own
persona.
Yeah, which is kind of strange, but
it's fine if you. If the proverb "birds of a feather,"
yeah,
but I'm not. You're not
into thongs, thong. You're not into that?
It's whether I am or not, having my bare cheeks up in the camera, for that to be my profile shot.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Oh, well, maybe it was like a bot or something.
No, it's for like guys.
No, it was a real person's photo because her face was in it and she had her body turned and the camera angle, so you got that, and then
maybe she's someone who
I don't care who she is. She's somebody who I didn't.
Well, maybe she thought you'd be sympathetic to that because you like Megan Thee Stallion, but forget it.
Well, I've only seen Megan Thee Stallion with her clothes on and her feet shut up.
Okay. Anyway, shouts out to that whole situation because shout out to you, Megan, for pressing charges because
stand up for Black womanhood.
Yeah, and also like if he would have just been chill, like it wouldn't even reached this fever pitch. But whatever, Tory Lanez is an idiot. Okay, so here's a question. And again, if you guys have questions in the comments, please type them in. Yes. So it's Miss Lynn from Instagram asks, how do I not retaliate when someone is doing things to hurt me?
Why would you not retaliate? If someone's doing things to hurt you,
you should.
Why would you not retaliate?
I don't know.
I mean, you got to figure out something. Either it's a conversation or it's something more physical, or it's a call to, authorities. But
I mean, and here, okay, let me just say this. First of all, I don't know if this is occurring in a public space. Is it occurring in an online space? Is this like face to face? Is somebody at your job? Somebody you live next to? Like, I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, I can't really answer that question for you, but I think I could answer this question by saying that there are a lot of times when I have a very long history of being very irritable, and there have been times where I've just been very, thanks Idris. There are a lot of times when I've been very wanting to be retaliatory against people, but sometimes I have to just pause and be like, you know what, is it even worth it? Like, should I even have to go through this? So yeah, I would need like a little bit more backstory. But if it's just some random, like, who cares?
State the question again.
How do I not retaliate when someone is doing things to hurt me? Like, I also, like, I just need more backstory. Like, I just need to know, like, is physical hurt? Is this someone you're in a romantic relationship with? Is this like your friend who's just, trying to, like, sneak dish you? Like, I would need a little bit, I would need to know a little bit more.
I'd say generically, put yourself first.
Yeah, but put yourself first. Like, and that could mean either being like bitch please, or just like stomping him out. East Awesome wrote, now Tori wants to discuss his son after all this time.
Meaning what? Please don't put me in jail.
You're right, because I'm 5'2" and I have a child. That's your problem. You don't want to shoot up people's feet. Okay. Oh, so did you happen to see my yard sign today when you came?
I did. Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang Forever. I was really excited when it came. Actually, when it came this morning, I was like, what? Because it came in this big flat cardboard thing. I was like, what is this? I was like, I hope this isn't anything weird. And then I forgot I ordered it.
And I took photos.
Yeah, we took photos. It was fun.
I had to get credit for something.
Yes, you took the photos. Thank you very much, Idris. Okay, so I feel like, did we talk about the vice presidential debate last week?
Mm-mm.
It was fine.
It was fun.
It was, yeah. It was, it was more, I think, of what we expected.
We didn't expect no fly.
Well, no, but at the same time, I also think that, that's,
I thought the fly was funny. It's like, how much lacquer could he have had on his head
to not be able to feel
sit
that
there for 2 minutes, 2 whole minutes plus,
yeah,
and not feel it,
like crawling around,
little fly things on top of his
but
head.
also nobody like told him, which is telling, because that means that he doesn't have like real friends.
Well, what everybody was far away. Who was going to tell him?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I would have been like,
well, Kamala can't see.
Right.
She's facing the audience. The moderator might have thought she had, a dot on her contact lens or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Just oblige me and let me just feel like he has no friends.
If he had an IFB, if he was in TV,
right.
The director would have said,
there's a fly on your head.
There's a fly on your head. Wave your hand over.
Right.
But that didn't happen. That fly was fly. It was very funny.
Yeah. Did you see SNL?
I didn't, but I heard about it.
Well,
I was watching. They just did like a skit where like there were 2 flies. One of them was Biden, and the other one was Herman Cain, R.I.P.
Paul Herman. Paul Herman.
R.I.P.
Herman gave his life for the presidency and didn't even get a mention.
None.
He didn't
get no monoclonal antibodies.
He didn't
get no hydrochloroquine.
The black dude who was sitting at the Tulsa rally, so-called rally that 45 was having, and he's sitting up there with all his other Negro friends, leaning back. They had pictures of him like leaning back in chairs.
And he died like 2 weeks later.
And he doesn't have on a mask. And coronavirus. He caught the Rona.
He caught the Rona.
Sitting up there.
Yo, where's like for real? Where's Ben Carson?
Who's Ben Carson?
He's in DL. He went deep.
Ben Carson.
He used to be a brilliant.
He used to be a
surgeon.
neurosurgeon.
He used to be brilliant. Then he had a stroke, right?
I don't know. I'm not his doctor.
Something happened.
Something happened. He
had a medical. Something happened. He had a medical thing.
Yeah, he's very strange now. But anyway, Ben Carson was this black man, and he was a neurosurgeon. He like successfully was able to separate these conjoined twins, and they were conjoined by their head. So when we were at Xavier, like when I was at Xavier, Everybody had the book.
TV.
Like they gave us the book, and so we read it. But the thing about the book is that he was in the book talking about, well, I grew up, this certain way, and it was so terrible, and blah blah blah, and it wasn't true.
It wasn't true.
No,
he was all poor and everything.
Yeah, but the anecdotes that he was talking about, like, right, they weren't true. They were, yeah. So,
you know what? There's not a whole lot of Black people who have to make up travails in order. We got enough of them for true.
Well,
your childhood is fine. Well, I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. What else are we going to
Biden
discuss
sold
about?
35,000 fly swatters. Made money off those.
Don't read it, I said.
Ben Carson is in the back.
Like listening.
Do I have to listen to you?
Yes, because I'm trying to ignore it.
I didn't know you was my mother.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about. So there's supposed to be this final presidential debate on October 22nd. Honestly, I don't even know if it would really make a difference, because at this point, everybody knows who they're pretty much going to vote for, and if you're undecided, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, whatever. I just think it's silly. I really was kind of hyped. Well, are you ready? Okay.
Ready.
I really was kind of hyped because I thought they were going to have like a Zoom presidential debate, and that way they'd be able to cut his mic off. Shouts to Starbuck Wild, if anybody who remembers that morning show. So I thought it was going to be really fun because they would, like if you interrupted too much, they would cut your mic off. But Trump wanted to be a ho, and he was like, I don't want to do it because I'm whack. So whatever.
Columbus Day, how it's back.
Oh yeah, no, Idris, tell them what happened, because I didn't hear about that until you told me.
He was telling me about how Donald Trump has had a thing that like put Columbus Day back as an official thing.
Oh yeah. So it
it
can't be. So apparently it can't be Indigenous Peoples Day anymore. Whatever. I mean, honestly, look, when I grew up, we had Columbus Day off, and the only people who really cared were Italians in New York, because they had a parade. But aside from that,
I mean, free day off.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
But I didn't get the day off.
No, you didn't get the day off. I mean, I do think it's kind of messed up that like y'all don't get the day off.
Yeah, it's messed up. The kids on the East Coast are like, yeah, day off. They got a 4-day weekend.
Maybe. Well, yeah, but yeah, whatever.
Because in the Northeast, there's lots of Italians.
What's up, Tanya? Yes, you know that show, Tanya. Okay, do you remember when? There was one day, I remember this was like years ago when I was still living in New York. And I used to listen to Starbuck Wild because when I was in med school, like that's what would like help me get up out of bed. And I remember one day I woke up and it was like Sway. And I kept listening, waiting for him, like for this Sway show to go off. And then it became very clear that Starbuck Wild had been like, dropped from, I believe it was Hot 97 or Power 105. Anyway. Shouts to Starbuck Wild. I really I love that show. I love that show. Anyway, okay, here's another question. Okay, this is a great question. Call Me Risky from Instagram asks, how do you know if you're pushing your child away from being too overprotective?
Say that again.
How do you know if you're pushing your child away from being too overprotective?
You mean you're overprotective and therefore your child...
Like you're helicoptering.
Oh, and you're pushing your child away because you're too...
And your child is like, please leave me alone.
My mom is not that protective. I have...
Maybe you can look at your child's face.
Yeah.
And see if the child is rolling his eyes a lot.
You are so rude. Look at your child's face. That's your reply. This is why you are not in mental health. Well, I don't know. Like, did you hit her? Like, that's not the response.
Well, if you're being overprotective and the mother keeps saying something, the child's going, oh.
Yeah, that's what I do. You don't care.
I don't care.
My grandma knows.
Okay, so hold on.
When I'm sad.
I know when he's sad.
Yeah, but that's because I don't matter anymore. So
did you ever?
to answer your question, call me risky. I'm gonna cut both y'all out. So anyway, call me risky. I think the best thing to do probably is to just, like as your kids get older, like you got to give them a little bit of space. Like, like, I mean, I'm 44 and you see how my mother acts.
How does she act? Act.
You see how she acts. So
How did grandma act?
So okay, wait, hold on. There was something else I wanted to here's a question.
I wasn't finished with overprotectiveness.
Okay, go ahead.
So there's a few things. That person asked about being too overprotective.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's super duper, right?
You mean unlike you?
That's like 30 minutes.
Too overproductive is
too overproductive.
A multiplier.
Too overproductive.
Overprotective.
Protected.
So I think that one of the things that would be helpful is if you come to agreements about what the rules will be, but taking into account that child number 1 may not be the same as child number 2, may not be the same as child number 3. They don't always all act the same. But you just got to stay in touch with your children.
I like this year because the rules got all wibbly wobbly, so now bedtime is wibbly wobbly.
What are you talking about? Your bedtime is wibbly wobbly?
Yeah.
What time is bedtime?
It can shift. It just changes sometimes. Like if you fall asleep, I'll go to bed at like 11 because I can't.
Okay, anyway.
Pass out.
Oh, God, okay, so hold on. Greg, what's up, Greg? Greg said my homie said they traded Columbus Day for Juneteenth off of his job. All right. I mean, that's fair. I think that's fair, honestly. And then Shell, I'm guessing Shell Delliston asked, what did you and your mom think of the fight on Real Housewives of Potomac? Honestly.
There's Tamar.
What? Oh, where? Okay, hi Tamar, but we're talking right now.
I don't watch Real Housewives of Potomac, so I don't
know. I
used
used to, but I mean,
did they record it?
Well, I'm just be honest with y'all. Like,
it's part of the show.
Being on a reality show means that, like, I'm kind of not that interested in reality shows anymore.
Well,
like, I kind of know, well, okay. First and foremost, I watched a lot of reality,
so much.
Was
it a real fight?
Yeah. Like they was like, from what I heard, I don't know, Alicia, one of y'all saw it. Like, tell me what happened.
You mean like they really like?
Yes, like Candace. I'm not Candace. I heard Monique bodied Candace, like bodied her. I'm drinking water.
You know what?
But here's the thing. So I saw this article.
That shouldn't happen on TV.
But here's the thing, though. But here a counterpoint.
Okay.
So I saw this article, and basically it was like, "Oh, this is terrible for Black women," and da 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 da. But then counterpoint that like Alicia and our friend Ronaldo were talking, and he was like, well, one of them was like, I mean, but they don't represent me. I'm like, yeah, like I don't know these people. Like, if y'all want to fight, I mean, I don't think it's a good look, but that don't affect me. So, I mean, trust me, you think I haven't wanted to fight on my show, like throw something to somebody? I didn't, but I mean, I did not throw anything at anybody, but I wanted to.
It's setting an example. For the same reason why you said you wanted to do the show, because you knew young little Black girls were going to want to see people who looked like them. So
yes, but I'm a physician. These are just people who are running around in inappropriate clothing because they're like 50 plus.
Just whatever they're doing, they are serving as examples.
Well, I don't know. I mean, but that's where I feel like Cardi B said this like a few years ago, and she was like, "Look, if you all are looking at me to be your kid's role model, like y'all are hustling backwards. Like you as parents should still be the filter for what your child sees." So, I mean, and there's lots of ways to avoid like reality TV these days. Let me see what happened. They were arguing. Okay, so they were arguing, and Monique snatched Candace up and kept beating her in the head and had her face to the table. Then they separated Monique.
Monique grabbed Candace's pretty wig, held the wig, and punched her in the head the other ladies instigated before and after.
Okay, so let me tell you what I did see. Like I saw this little piece of, I guess, the episode afterwards where like, what's her name? Giselle. They were all there. I guess they were all at somebody's house, and Giselle, there was some dude, and then it turns out that it was like Giselle's bodyguard, and we all know what's going on with Giselle and her ex-husband who she was dating, I guess, this past season.
Oh, and then he
got a break baby or something. Well, I don't even know if it's a break baby. He has some kid. Anyway, what I found really funny was that Giselle, this whole season, or at least from what I've seen, let me backtrack. From what I've seen, she's like, like, I can't have this around me, and Pastor Bryant and da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, but he has a whole other baby. And I did watch the beginning of Potomac, and like her kids were like, I don't think you should be seeing our dad. Like, something ain't right. So, anyway, I mean, I don't know. I feel like at this day and age, for people to say, oh, well, these people are representing Black women. Let me tell you something. There is Love and Hip Hop, like all city versions. There's Real Housewives of whatever. There's I don't know if y'all what's the network? Zeus. There's Black China got a show. I saw Jocelyn show. Like there's a lot of different reality TV shows out there. And if we're all going to collectively say like, oh, you all represent Black people, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And like I said, there's different reality shows to choose from.
Perhaps it's like Amos and Andy representing Black people back in the
right.
40s.
That's right. I mean, it's like exactly
And
like that wasn't.
It's minstrel.
See.
And the fact that people want to make their reputations on whatever they're going to make their reputations on, but
look at this. Candace asked Monique to drag her several times, and then she got dragged. I mean, if you're asking me to do this, then
no. Listen. Let's be clear about
what
something.
You're the one telling people to like kick people in the face
if they come at you.
Right. Okay. So wait. Okay. So so did Monique start it? Monique started the fight? Because I didn't. I was like, I don't care.
I don't care.
You know what I knew when it's season 1 of your show?
What?
When you were at that party and that girl's mother came to you.
Oh, they tried to blindside me?
And said what she said to you. And I, of course, saw that episode probably 2 days or so before it actually aired. And I had full confidence in watching that episode that when that girl's mother inserted herself.
You mean when they collectively tried to play me?
Right.
Yes. And then they didn't know how manipulative I can be in earnest.
So when the mother said something to you that I felt was
completely uncalled for,
inappropriate for her to insert herself into that, I watched knowing full well that what you would do was keep quiet and not go off on that girl's mother.
Right. I'm not going to flip out on somebody's mom.
Because that's how you were raised. Now,
right.
If you didn't know that was that girl's mother and that woman was somebody in the street who had come up to you and just said something, I would have been okay with you telling her off.
I wouldn't have, because she's older than me. Like, I'm not going to do that to her. But if she was like a crackhead, I would, because that did happen to me one time.
In the context of that situation, you had some layers of information that you were privy to. I'm saying if you were like on the bus or the train.
Oh yeah.
And
somebody stepped to me like,
right,
bitch.
Then you have to deal with it out of context, because you don't know what might be coming after that. Right.
Right. Yeah.
But in this case, we've seen these people, they reside in Beverly Hills. That daughter is on the show, like my daughter is on the show. I would have to assume she's not a crackhead, right? Not the circumstance that you were just describing.
Right. No.
But what I'm saying is that, what we have called historically home training In Jamaica, it's called brought-upsy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had every ounce of security that you would not say anything.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to do that.
Because that's how you were raised.
Yeah.
So we go back to
and I got a
show.
job.
Well, we go back
No, I'm saying I have a job. That's why, I mean, there are several layers, but, you know, some people don't have jobs, and it's fine.
Who doesn't have a job?
We go back to this show and how these women were fighting for the show. They were fighting. That was
right.
That was
like that was their
drama.
right. That was their
television.
Purpose. Right.
Right.
But we also had said ahead of time before we even started filming our show, the first season, like, this is what we're not going to do, and so we didn't.
Did anyone come close to breaking said rules?
Well, I guess like the joke that I made was somehow misconstrued as to like, we were like, we're not going to talk about each other's husbands or kids. And somehow it got misconstrued into like, I was saying something about her husband, which I wasn't, because I don't know this person. Anyway, that being said.
But they said something about me.
No one's going to say anything about you, because then they would all be like on the floor.
We're not trying to plow old ground. I only brought
No, I don't want to plow old ground.
I brought that up just to say that there is a difference among people and their limits and what they will do and what they won't do for television and what they will do and what they won't do for money. And by the way, if I had felt insulted and I was in that environment and, you know, old girl kept coming at me, I probably would have gotten up and walked out. And then we can resume whatever we're going to do without the camera.
Yeah, like when the cameras are going, then we, you know, like then we can really, you know, I can really be free.
You argue for eyes.
No, I argue with lots of body parts. But, you know, when the cameras are away, like, yeah, then we can like, you know, handle it. But I'm not I've said this before in a joking way, but thank God social media was not around when I was in college. Like, I don't like, because the internet really is forever. So I wouldn't want that to be out there. Now, if it's something like, you know, somebody was like, yo, and then Imani said this and da-da-da-da, like now you're going on hearsay, but there's no actual proof. Okay, hold on. There's something that somebody wrote that I wanted to. Okay, 17 Ward wrote, Monique made a mistake, but Candace has some culpability in what happened.
Anybody who was swinging at each other, fighting, pulling wigs or whatever on camera, knowing that it's going to then be shown to an audience, everybody got culpability in that.
I mean, well, okay, first of all, let's just set the stage. Like, this is a show, and you said it before, this is a show where, you know, this is really, you know, what people are here to watch. Because if they weren't fighting, we wouldn't even be talking about the show. Because everybody's been waiting for this one particular episode, which I didn't see. Okay, she has culpability because she was truly egging Monique on. Monique used her hands first by grabbing on Candace's hair. I mean, I don't know. I've never really started a fight. I've never started a fight, actually. So, because once that starts, then it's over. Like, I got muscles. Okay. Anyway, all right. So let's move on from that, because I hate talking about stuff like that. It's really like stupid to me. Not that what y'all are watching is stupid. I'm not interested in, you know.
But this is the reason why I was reluctant for you to do reality television.
No, I mean, I get it.
Very reluctant.
No, I get it.
Begged you to not do it.
No, I get it, and I hated it. The first season, I hated. I was like, what? Is like, this is so against everything.
I liked the second season.
Yeah, but then people were like, it's so boring. I'm like, well, I guess it's boring if, you know, compared to people fighting with each other. It's
a different show.
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
Audience.
Yeah, it's a different vibe. Does anyone remember?
Was swinging a knife at Ashley Darby last year.
Candace was swinging a knife at Ashley. Yes, I do. I didn't really watch last season, but yeah, I do. I mean, I'm just like, look, you know, these people are way too old to be doing all of this. And here's the thing, like, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. When I get my check from the show, and I deposit it, I'm like, okay, I feel fine about this. I feel good about this. I'm just wondering how they feel acting a whole fool in front of everybody, in front of their parents, they family, they husband, and then they go and like, oh, let me sign my check and like put in the bank. They probably don't care, but for me, that's a thing. Like that's a big thing. I want to make sure that the money that I make is
there are some
honest.
People who thrive on popularity regardless of how they get it.
True, which
right?
is really
so bad. I mean, they're being talked about, and
that's also why, like this past season, I'm gonna just say it, like they I've had a lot of requests for interviews, just wanting to discuss like the drama on the show, and I really didn't want to do that.
I like interviews.
Interviews are cool, but I mean, I was like, I don't feel like, because you got to remember, this was like when y'all see the show, whatever y'all saw happened like 6 months prior.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember what happened. Like, you tell me.
That's why those reunion shows are so troubling, because if people have gotten past all that,
right, and now you got to dig it up, and
all the
producers want to make you all mad, and you're like, okay, all right, I'm ready, and then it's like, then at the end it's like, okay, girl, I forgive you. Just seriously, last thing I'm going to say, I don't fight like that with my friends. I don't know this life. I don't know this life of women who behave like this, and they fighting and yelling at each other. Me and my friends were cool. I don't know. Like, if I ever got to a fight like that with my friend, we wouldn't be friends no more. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Missy1231 from Instagram asks, how do doctors in your profession approach self-care? Historically, doctors approach self-care terribly. Honestly, I mean, I knew a lot, not a lot of people, but I did know some people in my graduating class who would they were smoking cigarettes, and I mean, honestly, if y'all saw the stuff that they would, pharmaceutical reps back then would order for us or have come to the hospital for us to eat, it was I'm like, why did I gain all this weight? Because everything was rice, bread. And honestly, for me, I can't eat stuff like that and then still be awake. I mean, if I were out in the field, doing something very, very strenuous, maybe, but I'm just walking around a hospital in a lab coat, calm down. It's not that serious. But wait, didn't you had a doctor who passed away, right? Yeah.
I had a doctor who passed away from a brain tumor. And by the time they discovered it, there was nothing that could be done because he had waited so long. And, I have a doctor who said to me at one time, no, I don't really go to doctors. Why not? Well, because God takes care of doctors.
Doesn't God take care of those who take care of themselves?
And my response was,
go drink some juice or something.
My response was, doctor, you're a fool.
Yeah, I'm leaving. You sound dumb. That sounds really dumb. And I don't know if I want you taking care of me. You sound delusional.
But I will say that there's a special kind of feeling, I'm sure, you could answer this, and a special kind of grace that comes from knowing that you are trained and can save someone's life.
Yeah.
It could probably make you develop a greater sense of self, or
it could make you somewhat psychopathic.
Could do that.
Yeah.
And so to hear, oh, I didn't go to doctor because I'm a doctor. I didn't go to doctor because God takes care of doctors. It's okay, what?
I've never put those words together, that God takes care of doctors.
There are doctors in graveyards.
But what I will say is that, I mean, it did take me a long time to get my fibromyalgia diagnosed and my depression treated. But a lot of that was because I was medicine is great at being a doctor is great at creating enough distractions so that, I didn't have to deal with my personal issues. So, but now we're all in the house. I'm dealing with my personal issues. So it's fine. Okay. So, let's see. Did you know the World Mental Health Day was the other day? I guess the slogan is greater investment, greater access. Obviously, I'm all for World Mental Health Day. I made sure to take my medication that day, like I do every day.
That's a bizarre saying.
What do you mean? I know it is kind of weird. What's it? Great investment, greater access. Well, I guess they mean because, this is what I'm thinking. Mental health services are usually the first cut, like funding wise. So it's kind of like more money, more problems.
Well, you can't put that on no t-shirt.
No, you can, but I kind of think they should. More money, more problems. Like more
Well,
money,
I
we get
mean-
to hear your problems.
greater investment, greater access.
That sounds terrible.
That's not, you can't put that on no t-shirt.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess they're trying to stretch the importance of everyone receiving equal and quality mental health resources.
How about something catchy?
Yeah, more money, more problem. More money, we hear your problems. I'm like a branding genius. All right.
No, that's not genius. That one is stupid.
What's this say? The slogan is that because Trump is trying to end the Affordable Health Care Act, but also from the perspective of everyone should have access to mental health care. Yes. I don't want to talk about this president. I don't, because I'm just going to get irritated. Okay, let's see. Hey, everybody. What is one thing you've been grateful for from the past week? Oh, I just want to say real quick, Mercury's went into retrograde today, which could mean something for you or could not. What have you been grateful for this past week?
Idris?
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to go to the beach.
Oh yeah, we went to the beach the other day. It was really fun. It was nice.
Cool.
Huh?
That was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. No one can see your face because it's covered up by your blanket. All right, fine. So we went to the beach the other day. It was really fun. We just went to Venice. Like, it wasn't like, we didn't make a big to-do out of it, but it was really fun to just like be outside and just, feel some sort of normalcy.
And people were spaced pretty far apart.
Yeah.
Not really. Later on, it got kind of clustered.
Yeah, I think later on, like it, but then people were like leaving and coming and leaving and coming. So
they started getting like that when we were leaving.
Yeah, but that was around like 4:00. So anyway, okay. So let's see. What has been my biggest motivator going into this week? My therapy session tomorrow with my therapist, Sharp.
What's your motivator this week?
No, I thought there's a weekend.
So are you working for the weekend?
Always.
My motivator is today we signed my contract.
Oh, did you? For what?
Did you? So you're just excited that I did it?
No, I know what it's for,
contract.
but you need to say it though, because I'm gonna get it wrong.
To develop my book into a limited TV series.
Yay!
For which service?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Not
fine.
saying
Then
it
you know
yet.
what? Forget it. Whatever. I was trying to keep it hype, but it doesn't
Not
matter.
ready for announcements.
Quick question, random question. Do any of you guys watch The Boys?
Yeah.
It's so good. Did you see the last episode?
Yeah.
I watched it 3 times. It was so good.
There's so many crazy
I love that.
series on now.
Yeah, because we're in crazy times. Yeah, because we've been in crazy times.
Congrats, Miss Paul. Thank you, Bernadette Moody. Thank you very much. Yep. Now the writing and everything gets going.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's talk a little bit about. Did you see Lovecraft Country last night? Okay, let's talk a little bit about Lovecraft Country. My bad, Idris. Spoilers ahead. All right. So I'm just telling you all, if this is going to be a problem, like you should like leave and you can watch it after you watch the show. Can you get a what?
Can I give a brief summary of the episode?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, I forgot her name, but the daughter is now possessed by the wacky
Diane.
and
Diana.
And then Hippolyta's back, and
Dee's mom.
and she's all like, we gotta go back in time, but Tick's dads are like, I don't want to go back in time. They're like, well, that's too bad.
Idris, don't tell the whole story.
Okay.
Just tell the synopsis. They went
white
to
people, guns, fire. That's it.
They went to the okay. So the Tulsa Race Massacre is what happened during this episode, and okay. So I saw the show first, then I spoke about it on a podcast called Black Girl Watching. Okay, that you guys should check out. It's really good. Plus, they also have like interviews with like Courtney B. Vance and Ingenue Ellis, I believe her name is, who plays Hippolyta, and I love Hippolyta. Anyway, so we talked a little bit about trauma and Black folks, and one of the things that they raise is the fact that like colorism, like Letty is in the fire, and they brought up a good point. You don't watch Game of Thrones, but y'all remember when oh my God, what's her name? With the dragons.
Dragon Girl.
No, that's anyway.
White woman.
Yes. So when she emerged from the fire, she didn't have no clothes on. She was immune to the fire, right?
But not her clothes.
But in Lovecraft, Letty's clothes didn't even burn up. Or her baby.
Well, she had a spell cast on her.
I know, but you know what? I guess last time her clothes didn't get shot either.
Yeah, but if it's her body and the baby's in her body, the fire can't get through.
What about the book, though?
The book is.
Why wasn't the book on fire?
It's magical.
So, if you're going to immerse yourself into these worlds,
Don't question.
You can't be spending the whole next day trying to poke holes in why that didn't make any sense.
Don't question Black
anyway,
people.
that being said,
magical.
so there was yes, Daenerys. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Thank you. It was Daenerys on Game of Thrones. She's never watched Game of Thrones because
I saw.
You saw one scene where the brother and sister were having sex. Like that's one scene
over the coffin of the dead boy who turns out was their child.
But Joffrey should have died anyway.
I do not want to be in no crazy white people's heads where they're doing that kind of stuff.
I love Game of Thrones. Also, I really like the last season, even though a lot of people didn't. I mean, because I couldn't have written that season.
I'm glad you couldn't have written that season. You'd have to be.
All right. Anyway,
in the membrane.
So cut back to colorism.
I'm just saying, just because people put that stuff out,
we've already been down this road. Okay, we've already been.
Take it in. It will make you crazy.
The Lovecraft.
Okay, look. So this says the book wasn't on fire because of Letty's touch. When she was holding the great grandmother's hand, it wouldn't be engulfed by the flames until Letty let go. Now, did you feel any issues regarding colorism in that scene?
Nope.
I mean, I thought about it. I thought about it.
What was the issue?
Also, you know what? What I did take issue with, Hippolyta was Hippolyta was all like frothing at the mouth, and like we just went through.
Eyes turned white. They put white contact in the
Well, okay, but this is what I'm saying. We just went through a whole episode where Hippolyta was out here killing it. She in different dimensions. She fighting people. She dancing with Josephine Bacon. She's doing all this stuff. And then the next episode, or the 2 episodes later, she's like, she's frothing at the mouth, and her hair's all messed up.
Her hair's messed up because she's transformed.
But it seemed like she was like a workhorse.
Okay, I thought I saw it that she was doing anything she needed to do to save her child.
Yes, yeah. But I guess what I'm saying is it did strike me as like, why does she look so bad now? Like she should be above this. Like she's traveling into other dimensions. Like what is this? I mean, her hair did turn blue, which was cool.
Yeah, because she became the blue lady.
You talking about what's her name? Beyonce.
I don't know. I wasn't. But tell me where the colorism came in.
Well, because they were discussing on the podcast basically that like Ruby and Letty, they're sisters, right? And
they got the same mother.
They got the same mom, but at one point in the very beginning, Ruby said, "Well, you were always mom's favorite," and and a part of me took that as because you were like lighter.
Could have been.
It could have been.
Could have been, but listen. Let me. The numbers of Black people walking this planet who there are siblings who range in shade just like that. That would have been my mother and her sister. My mother was Letty's color, and her sister was Ruby's color.
Right.
They had the same mother. Different fathers of different races. And that's what you're seeing them play out in this series. So I didn't think it was particularly troubling because we have that going on throughout our community, in and out all the time.
Yes, but you were the one talking about media representation. So
Media representation, meaning that it would have been better if the darker skinned woman had been the one who was offered protection.
maybe, but also you have to really look at like Ruby and William / Christina's relationship. Like it that like as cool as it was like last episode, like it was very visually interesting to see Ruby's the white woman who Ruby becomes. She's not really that cute. I kind of wish she was a little cuter, but the white woman that Ruby becomes, and like, you know, her skin falling off of her body when her and William were having sex. Like there is, it's very clear to me that there is, I mean, Ruby is unfortunately someone who has said on the show, like when I walk, you know, like if I walk into a room, people don't see me, you know, and
she aspires at times. She has said she was white.
Right. Exactly.
Now, I don't know that Letty made the same statement. She could have. I don't know. But I think all of that to say, again, it's a world of fantasy that has been created, but you have to look at who created this world and what they bring into it. Right. So who's the executive producer? Who's the woman who's the executive producer?
Misha somebody.
Right. I'm assuming she's a Black woman.
I did ask that during the podcast. Yes.
And then was it Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele is one of the producers, and J.J. Abrams.
Right. And Jordan Peele is biracial, right?
She was biracial.
You know,
and his mother's white. So for them, there's going to be
Misha Green. Yes.
The color aspect will probably be a character.
Yeah.
In
like the pickaninny running around. Yeah.
All of that.
I was kind of irritated that she had to turn into a pickaninny.
They created those images because that certainly wasn't in the real in the book Lovecraft, right?
No, because he was a flagrant racist.
Right. But all I'm getting at is as they're creating, you know, demons, and as they're creating these circumstances, this is coming out of the head of real people. I'm going to go back to what you and I talked about a moment ago, which is why I said why I didn't watch Game of Thrones. There's some of that stuff I don't want to be exposed to. I don't want to see what's in their heads when it gets really, really crazy. Now,
it was really
Lovecraft was really crazy, but I appreciated the Tulsa Race Massacre coming into. There were historical points in there that they had researched really well, and they built these storylines to weave through. And I was like, okay, well, at least it's historically interesting.
I got a question.
Yes, question.
So my question that I've had for the longest time is it Letty or no? It's Ruby. Mm-hmm. Is she lesbian? Because you know William's a girl, the guy. And
I kind of like that aspect of it. Because
I think you would
it's
call
gender,
it
it's like gender fluidity.
Fluid.
Because Christina at times is a man. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like that aspect of it actually.
I think it's bi, but I'm not even sure that it's just bi.
No, bi.
She's like Christina's literally gender fluid.
Right.
So like literally.
In the Tulsa scene with the plane, did white people have access to those missiles?
Those were bombs.
Yeah,
that was true. They really did. These people went up in their planes and they were bombing Tulsa.
Yeah.
What started that race massacre?
White people
being jealous of black people owning all of that.
Yeah. So I just want to end the show on a note on as you guys see, there's a banner all around that says vote, 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 vote. So
and I have a necklace that says vote, vote, vote.
Yes, so make sure you vote. Vote November 3rd. We have 22 days left.
Well, in California, we're voting now.
Okay, but I'm just reading this and you're interrupting me.
Some states we're voting
vote now. November 3rd. There's 22 days left to officially cast your ballot. Visit vote.org to register to vote, to check your voting registration, request an absentee ballot, get election reminders to your phone or your email, find your local polling place, become a poll worker, or for those that are under the age of 18, pledge to register. I kind of feel like they should change the voting age to 17. I think like more kids would, become more involved, because there would be legislation and stuff that would affect them directly. Yes.
Leave questions for Idris. I'm dying back here.
Leave questions for Idris. He's dying back here. But lastly, if you'd like to learn more about candidates of the various elections, a great resource is Ballotpedia, like Wikipedia, but Ballotpedia, Ballotpedia. And yeah, vote Biden-Harris. I mean,
Absolutely.
And remember, always believe in yourself.
always believe in yourself.
Always believe in yourself.
That's true.
I'm gonna go do my
Always believe in yourself and never believe in this president or anything
Because-
that he says.
And here in California, the GOP has put down fake ballot boxes.
Yeah, I saw
Trying to
that
get
today.
people to collect, to drop it, and then they're probably going to throw them away. So
It just made me laugh that, the Republicans were always people who were so concerned about, like, I don't know, the sanctity of voting. I can't think of the right term, but they're always the ones who are trying to tamper with it. But you know where that goes back to? Slavery. And the Electoral College is stupid. All right. So anyway, are you gonna say?
I was looking for something. I can't find it. There's a
Okay.
whole letter writing movement going on, and I was trying to find it, where they're trying to get folks to this weekend write letters to people who they give you the names, the contact, and all, but to write to them to encourage them to vote.
Right. What's Idris? Idris, what's your favorite subject? Yeah.
History. It's the easiest.
History, but really it's like science and math. Okay.
Did you see
Anyway.
that comment from Lorenzo, who's Alan's? He lived with your grandparents in New Orleans. He was the exchange student.
Oh, Lorenzo. You know what? I never met you. Hi, Lorenzo. But I heard a lot about you. They're not dangerous, actually. Look,
From Alan.
they don't. Yeah, they're not.
So he's watching from Italy.
Hi, Lorenzo. I never met you, but like, I guess apparently like we're cousins. Yeah, like play cousins.
Play cousins.
Yeah. So hi, it's me. It's Imani. I never got to meet you, but hopefully I will soon. So, and I hope you're staying safe over there. Are you in Italy?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you're staying safe over there in Italy.
And I hope everybody here in the U.S. is staying safe where you are.
Yeah, and wear a mask and wash your hands.
It's not dying down.
No, it's not. I mean, but I knew this was going to happen. Anyway, bye, you guys. I hope you have a really great week. And we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.